That's what, yeah, that's what Nash County used to be a lot, especially if you coach, you got to have a meeting or two with that, especially with the COVID and everything else now. They have a lot of stuff for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how's everybody? Let me make sure everything's working here.
Long time no see.
I know, seems like I see y'all as much as I do the folks on as much as on the main campus, I think, or more. Let me stop my share. Has everybody checked? We'll start easy. Welcome. Good night. Good evening. Appreciate you all being here. Did everybody check their shells today to make sure that they had students in them? Full grade center. Mine populated now. There's still some more coming. I don't know how many more, and that C12 section may get collapsed back. They had like 6 or 7 in it this afternoon, though. But it may get collapsed back into the others, but we'll see. But either way, it's not like they'll be okay. But we've got a place to put them with their regular instructors. The other one. The other deal is there'll be some more coming into Barbara's. But it is what, it's got what, 12 in it now, I think. So we're in good shape there. But you know, Lord have mercy. We just and that's what I mean. Have mercy, Lord. I don't know how much more we can take at Gardner Webb. The news came out at 2:54 this afternoon that, you know, Cheryl's helping us filling in for Sandy, and the news came out at 2:54 that her son drowned yesterday, her stepson drowned yesterday at Lake James. And so Lord, I feel bad about something, but we got no help now. We've got no admin support now. She was filling in, Wendy and Sandy, and now Cheryl's going to be out indefinitely with that. They had a family outing yesterday at Lake James, I understand, and he drowned. I think they said he's maybe 25. So I can't tell you when we'll get more students enrolled. We don't have anybody to enroll them. I hate to say that. I just don't know. I'm going to be on campus tomorrow and try to find somebody and see what the plan is.
Dale, is there any way to contact those to let them know what's going on or something so that you don't lose them?
Yeah, that's what I've got Jessica doing now over in admissions. And I got their names and I've sent them emails. And that's exactly right, Rod. Thank you for that. That was the whole notion. That group that was between admitted and paid their fee and registered, that's the group I had them send me that 50, and we followed up with them. We've been sending emails, calling to make sure, are you still in the process? You know, just hang on, we're going to get you there. Because that's where we generally lose all those is right, you know, between like the 1st of August and then enrollment, you know, the last week of August. That's when we lose all of them. And so, yes, we already had that going on already prior to this.
And they are not on the CC1 list yet, correct?
They're best I can figure. I put students on the CC1 list that aren't that may not show up in your class list just yet, but they are registered. I snuck in the back door a banner and pulled out 20. So there won't be many more coming. Let me share my screen and look at that. I sent it attached to the announcement.
The reason I asked that is that'd be another way to contact them.
Right. And so right now, looking at this, we've got 200. I'm expecting no more than 210. So there's no more than 10 more out there rolling around. And so from what they told me, we tracked down 29 of the 50, and then I tracked down an additional 3, and then they tracked down, I noticed we tracked down about 8 more. Now, some of these are saying, no, they're not coming, but that's fine as long as we know one way or the other. So there's only 10 students left in question. And Jessica's following up with them. in our admissions person. She's following up with them. So there won't be more than 10 more. And you noticed on this sheet, I've got some with question marks next to them. I've got their names, but I couldn't get any demographics on them right now. But there's several on here that got demographics on. But these 4 are new ones coming. And I had several more, but I was able to find a way in the backdoor manner to get their personal information and get it on the sheet. I could not find anything on these 4. So that's why just know that they may be coming and they're in your area. And so that's it. So I highlighted in green the new ones that you will have to do. If I've given you too many, please let me know, and either I or Steve will do that. Remember, these are still just not just, but these are virtual. Now Steve's got a bunch, and he may want to give some of those out if it's according to how busy his schedule is. Lord, I'm wearing Phyllis out. Rachel's got a few down in her area. Sarah only got 1 in Wilmington. Looks like we didn't work the coast. You know, it's rob Peter to pay Paul. I got on them about not working the West, and we got a lot from the West this time, but doggone, we didn't get any from the coast. I guess they have a certain amount of resources, but I can't believe we only got 1 in the Wilmington area, and we only got this little handful right here from the coast of South Carolina. Let's look right here. I mean, that's North and South Carolina coast right there. I mean,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've been getting 50, and we got 9. But look at all the ones we got for Kathy this time. Great day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 in the far west this time, and then we got looking at Steve's. We got a bunch from, like, you know, we got a Polk and let's see, where's that one for Polk? Where'd it go? There it is, right there. We got one from, I was only able to pull her email addresses, Steve.
And you got one from Great Caldwell County.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Look
Awesome
at all
calls.
these we got from the western half of the state. I mean, this is just unbelievable to me that we got all these. I mean, Gastonia, Lawndale, Campobella, Bowling Springs, Spartanburg, Woodruff. I mean, we've done really well in upstate South Carolina, what I call the West. We did better than the East, but the problem is, you know, the West didn't set the woods on fire. It was a good, you know, when we had none a couple semesters ago, and, you know, hardly any from the spring, but now we're up to about 15 or 20 from that area. But we went up in that area, but we didn't get near as many along the coast as we normally get out in the eastern part of the state. So I guess it's, you know, but I'm glad to be back in the West. That's helpful. But if you got too many, let Steve know. Steve, if that's too many for you, we can move some of that load around. But the numbers look pretty big. But then when you see how many of only the new ones here, they don't look too bad if you look at the new ones. So that's the list. You can get started tonight, tomorrow, whenever you can get that. I had this, but I wanted to wait as late as I could today. I mean, I literally finished this. You saw me emailed it out about an hour. I was trying to pull, like Rod was talking about, I had a lot that we knew, but we just, that aren't maybe even in your shells right now, in your class shells, that we know are coming because they just hadn't been pushed into them yet. Again, the tragedy of Cheryl. And so I was able to access those and get them on the list today.
Dale, what'd you say the difference in the white and the green were?
The green is the new ones. The fall 21, whether they're masters or add-on.
And
I highlighted the new ones that you'll need to do. The existing ones, unless there's a need, you know.
So the white ones we do not have to do?
No, they're unless they ask you to. Just
Okay.
You know, we as we always do, we just do the meetings with the new ones.
Right.
The required meeting, and after that, it's at their request or if they move.
But okay, so we don't have to do anything with the white ones, and that's still CC1s, but we don't have
That is
to.
correct.
Okay, okay.
But, you know, unless they want something from you, then of course we'll serve them then.
So do we even need to contact them, let them know?
No, you don't need to. No, I'll do that. I do that next, let's see, that'll be the second week when we do the Legacy Town Hall. I go over all that stuff with them.
Okay, and if they contact you and say, yeah, I'd like to have a meeting with
Yeah.
someone, would that be
Yeah,
us or you?
I will, it's according to what it is. If it's something real bad, I'll do it.
Right.
If it's just, hey, you know, I've got a new person, then I'll let you do it. But if it's, you know, we've got a problem here, and it's to the point where I'm going to get exited from the program, or, you know, something bad's going to happen, I do those. I do them
Right.
more regularly than I would like to admit publicly. So
Do we have that list, or are we gonna get that list?
I sent it out with the announcement.
Okay,
The spreadsheet, I sent it out with the
There's 8 attachments.
yeah,
Okay.
it was in the attachment of this. I can send it out again. But yeah.
all I did was click on the
Yeah,
link. I didn't look at
Yeah, I attached it, and I sent everything else Saturday that you're gonna need, all your new handbooks that I've updated, all that stuff. I sent all that stuff Saturday. The agendas for the town halls, I sent all that stuff on Saturday, because nobody was working and email went through. You know, when school's in session and during the day, when the traffic is very high, it bounces back to me, or it scrapes off attachments and does that stuff. So that's why I didn't send it again today, because did y'all see the email from Dee Dee about we're having trouble getting online and staying online on our Web Connect? And so I didn't risk trying to resend all that stuff today because I knew it wouldn't come through. I was just hoping that your Excel spreadsheet didn't get scraped off. She sent that out sometime this afternoon. And of course, we already knew that we were having trouble because we had folks that couldn't get online in our training on Saturday. We did training at the Charlotte campus Saturday all day, and we had folks that couldn't get online there for our training. And so we had to find alternative ways for them. And so I don't know what it is. Somebody's tripped over the wire or done something. We used to joke when I was an undergraduate at NC State, when they broadcasted the basketball games from Reynolds Coliseum. If you've ever been in Reynolds, it is a grand building, but it's not very, it looks big on TV, but inside, it's only a 12,000 seat arena. But up in the press box where they called the game, I mean, it was tiny, tiny. Wally Owsley called the games, and he was not tiny, tiny. He was really big. We always used to say Wally must have stepped on the wire when they had technical difficulties. Well, I think I must have stepped on the wire. I'm the big one now. So, but we've been struggling for a couple of weeks now with our technology. So that long-winded story is, if you didn't get something, let me know, because it meant it got scraped off as an attachment. That's happening quite regularly, and stuff bouncing back from being too large, or resend it later. Or we're getting a lot of that right now. I don't know who's in charge over there. Dee Dee is the acting person right now, according to her email title today. That's new to me. I did not know that. So I guess they pinned the tail on her. She's it now. So, the last lady, she left before I ever saw her. So her name was Ave Maria. Can't make this up. But she came. I noticed on the new faculty today, when I scrolled through those from the web this morning, that most of them have already left. They had still had Sandy and Christy Smith and a bunch of them. They've already, and the person that replaced some of them's already left. And so that's the deal. All the people that they had on the new people for technology have already gone. Seriously, the people, every one of them's already gone. And 2 of ours in the School of Ed. So I don't know. It's a strange time. COVID is obviously is I guess it's about as bad as it's been. Steve Laws has had to cancel his weekend class because 3 of his are sick. 3 out of 9 have got it, and the others have been exposed. And of course, South Carolina went back to school today. They're just being aggressively stupid. Shout out to Jamal and Hardyville. We got 2 from there. They'll be scholars, I can already tell you.
Dale, don't blame them. It really is just a different place.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to work with them.
I know.
But the sad thing is also somebody there from Dillon, and it's all along that court that South
Yeah,
Carolina
it's that corridor
corridor
of
of
shame.
shame. Yeah,
That is correct. That is right.
surrounded by money and gets none of it.
And gets none of it. Yeah. Yeah. The last time I drove through south of the border, it's just heartbreaking, folks. It is just heartbreaking. That's just some of the most abject poverty you'll see outside the Appalachian Mountains. I'll just tell you, it's awful.
Trust me, I lived it. I know.
Mm-hmm. And they don't get any assistance, people. You know, they're just supposed to bootstrap themselves. And so,
Well, that and they've had a couple of large projects shut down, like the deepening of the Savannah River right there on the border going down 17. The governor shut down a casino, which might have brought in some money. So they're surrounded by Bluffton and Paris Island and Hilton Head right down the road and Savannah right down the road, but they're just, I mean, poor.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's poverty, and it's generational. You know, so it's a tough. So we've got 2 from there, and I'm glad we've got them. We welcome them. That'll be good. But I'm just so worried that things are really going to get bad in South Carolina. They're starting back to school today, and they're being aggressively stupid and not wearing masks or distancing or anything. And so that's, I'm afraid. And then North Carolina is going to be just as bad in 2 weeks. But we'll do what we can do. So we'll stay online, and of course we're online already, and but we'll be as humanistic as we can about our students and what's going on with them. Again, next week we will do our our new student orientation. Now, supposedly the graduate school is going to do something with them tomorrow night, kind of an orientation with them, but I haven't seen a notice on that. And I went to the grad tab, and it just had information from last year. So I'm assuming I saw it on the university calendar that they're doing it tomorrow night. So, but I never assume that students know what they're talking about. So if I can reach back here, grab this. And so just as a reminder, I tell you what, just because you get older doesn't mean you get any smarter. I've been using these planners like this for 20 years. And because of COVID, I sent my wife, and I always get a black one. So I sent my wife to get me one because of COVID. And so this is what I've got this year. I've got these pretty flowers. I should not have been surprised. And so next Monday, the 23rd at 7 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, we'll do the faculty meeting, make sure everything is good. First day of class and everything you got, we'll meet at 6 next week. And then at 7, we'll do the town hall for the 601 for the new ones. And then we'll do the town hall for the legacy the following Monday at 7. We'll do that. I believe we got that scheduled. But anyway, I've already sent you those, and I've sent out the make sure that those in the invites are in your shells. Let me share my screen right quick, and we'll look at that. Share. Let me close that and go back to. With that one here. Okay. So yeah, Monday, August 23rd, 6 o'clock. Tuesday, August 24th, at 7 o'clock. We'll do the Zoom for the Yeah, Monday, August the 30th we'll do. So 2 Mondays, 23rd and 30, that is correct. Make sure I got that. So the next 2 Mondays. And I'll let you know if we're going to meet faculty 2 weeks from today on the 30th at 6 o'clock. We will meet a week from today at 6. And then I will probably try to meet quickly on the 30th to make sure that that everything is good. But I mean, it's just, it's just it's just a continuation of the last 3 or 4 semesters. We'll just do what we can do for students. We'll stay out of buildings and stay safe. We'll meet our classes online. So we're used to this by now. I'm disappointed as everybody that we're not doing better than we are, but we just aren't. So, a lot of breakthrough cases. All 3 of the doctoral students that have it in that one cohort, all 3 of them were vaccinated. They got it anyway. I don't know what to say other than you just wear your mask and stay away from people. Continue to do what we've been doing is all I know. I think that's it. All right. Anybody else have anything else? Look at that spreadsheet. If it's too many, let me or Steve know, and we'll try to move some around. But again, with 2 or 3 weeks to get them done, I mean, you do a couple a day and you knock them out fairly quickly. But if you want to have a smooth some, we can do that. But again, just the new ones, and we'll take care of all the rest of the stuff in our town halls where we go over our agendas.
And
All
I checked my classes and I checked my internship shell, and everything has populated on my end. So
Good. They had it ready to push, and so that's why I said I know it was in Banner, so I went through the back door and pulled stuff out even before they launched it into classes. So we should be good to go. I think everything is good. And again, we won't have more than about 10 more to go on this list, and I'm updating it daily. So I think we're good. There won't be a significant number more. And that 10 will mostly be, will actually all be Barbara or that C12 section, the 03 or the C12. And but there's only just a few more hanging out there, and so I'll follow up with Jessica tomorrow on that. I'm guessing Jessica Jones will now fill in for Cheryl, who's filling in for Wendy, who's filling in for Sandy. Unfortunately, Sydney can't be there. She's in quarantine, the dean of the graduate school. Her daughter goes to a charter school, and they'd already started school, so she's already having to quarantine because of that. So she's not in the building either. So I don't know who's over there. Of course, Cheryl's not there. Of course, I guess that leaves Erica over there, but she's new. She hadn't been trained on any of this stuff yet. So I may get to take over Blackboard as well as Taskstream next week. So I can hardly wait. It'll be fine. All right. I appreciate all your help. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate what you do for students. And I will talk to you next Monday, just prior to our town hall. If there's any issues, let me know. Make sure your shells, you get questions from students, do the best you can or send them to me. And I will see you next Monday. Thank you. Have a good evening. And